Hi everyone, it is so good just to be able to briefly share with you again today. Now I want to share something about this with you. No, not watches, but time. This week I've been reminded so vividly about how precious a thing time is, and that got me thinking about how we spent it. Now, I've not held back on the graphics this week. Oh no, you won't find this on eBay for very good reason. Here is, well, it's not even working. There we go. Here is my very own FaceTime. This is my 24-hour clock that would represent a typical life of someone who's around 79, 80 years as the average is now, and how we spend it. Now, the statisticians will tell you this, that we spend something like 33 years of our life in bed or trying to go to sleep or sleeping, quite a good chunk of our life. We then have something like 13 years working. We've already taken up over half of our life sleeping and working. If you add on to that another something like 11 and a quarter years in front of a screen, TVs, tablets, mobiles, and that's only going to get more and more as time goes on. Some people do a lot more of that obviously than others. Something like 4.5 years spent eating, quite a nice enjoyable time. 3 years on holiday, apparently. Now again, that's a really good thing to do. Then on top of that, you spend something like 2 years commuting. If you've been going to church all your life from a kid through to the end, then you're something like a year and a half spent at church. Apparently just over a year exercising. There's loads of other things as well. A year socialising on average, something like a year spent at school. Apparently men, this is a man clock, will spend 4 to 6 days in their lifetime getting ready. Women will spend 136. Wowzers. That's obviously, you obviously take a lot more work to get ready, dare I say it. You add all of that together and your body clock, your time clock gets something to like this. You're left with 4 years of your life to do everything else. That's not a lot of time, and that's a very precious 4 years that needs to be spent. Now, time is really short. When you're young, you don't really get this. It's once you've gone past that midway point, when you know you're looking back at more time than you're looking forward to, that you start to think how much you need to use it much better. So my challenge today is to think about how you use your time. Now, it may be that one thing you might set yourself, say, well, every year I'm going to do something completely new and special that's memorable. And that'll be a really good thing for people to do. And so you can look back then and go, oh, you know, I'm so glad we did that, that we'd never have done unless we really planned it and really intentionally did that. Maybe you've bought a guitar and it's been sat in the corner of a room for a couple of years. You keep thinking, I'll get round to learning that, but you don't. Why not pick it up and actually say, I am going to do that this year. I am going to learn to play that instrument. Never know, we might see you in the worship team at some point. Maybe there's a broken relationship that you have that you know you need to mend. And as time goes on, it just doesn't happen. Well, time is short. So why don't you actually pick up that phone, make that call and make that connection that would be really important to you to do. Lastly, and most importantly, is time with God. Investment in that time into that is the best investment you can make. Reading his word, in prayer, in sharing your testimony with people, talking to people about Jesus, his love and his grace, that is absolutely fundamentally the best way you can spend your time. Not only here on earth, that investment just brings quality to your life that you can't get elsewhere, but also investment for eternity in heaven. It's also a huge investment of time into that. So I'd really encourage you today just to think about how you spend your time and how you apply that to your life, and maybe make some changes that you think you might need to make in some aspects of what you do. Thank you for letting me have a bit of your time today. God bless you.